Good morning, A-Bird, friend and fam in the Combatant Nation. Here we are, the 1,000-yard challenge, part 2. I'm going to go over some of the equipment that I'll be utilizing and why I'm utilizing what I am using. Let's get on with it. So first and foremost, you could have the most bang-up equipment, the most expensive shit on the planet. If you don't have the knowledge, which is what's right here in Ryan Kleckner's book, The Long Range Shooting Handbook, there is no ties between Ryan Kleckner and A-Bird Freedom Support. I am utilizing his best-selling book that can be had on Amazon for $25. Personally, I think it's a great read. I've actually learned quite a bit, as well as you can go onto YouTube and find a lot of his videos through NSSF, the National Shooting Sports Foundation. Let's move on. Pay attention to those videos. That's going to come into play again later, as well as his book. But first and foremost, the heart of the matter. So I will be utilizing my Savage Model 10 Tactical Heavy Barrel 308 with Harris bipod, custom Kryptek Cerakote, and for glass will be a Vortex Viper 6-24x50 with Vortex rings. Now, like I had mentioned in part 1, I will be pulling the scope off as well as the rings, going through and decoppering and defouling the barrel. I want to start as fresh as possible. I did get this rifle used already in this configuration. Staying with the theme of using what we have. Going old school. When it comes time to decopper and defoul, Sweet 762. I don't know of anything better. If you know of a better copper fouling remover, go ahead and throw it in the comments. Sweets can be very caustic and very tedious, and you must ensure you get it all out. I'll be utilizing 5 and 10 round 308 magazines. Already went over this beautiful hunk of burning love. One thing I will be changing is this brake was put on with a crush washer. I am going to actually time it with shims to get a better fit and finish. Besides that, the brake should come off when I decopper and defoul, so I don't end up with all that crap inside my muzzle brake. Okay, so we covered the rifle, covered the glass, covered the bipod. It's a Harris bipod. Great stuff. PRS Magpul buttstock, fully adjustable. Great. But let's go on. So, as you saw in the little intro video, this is the tripod with the counterweight attachment for my spotting scope. Very simple. Nothing really too fancy or anything to go into there. My spotting scope will be the one I have on hand, which is a Konus 20-60 power by 100mm objective lens. Should be able to figure out what I'm doing tomorrow with that one. Of course, we got the cover for that big ass spotting scope. But the way I'm going to get that rifle to the range is with my MaxTax 52-inch double rifle case. I have done a video review on this when I use that rifle to shoot the level 3 plates. So, outside mag pockets, great. Then you've got an outside compartment. 2 mesh pockets, great. Soft divider, great. But what I like about it is that this interior laser cut MOLLE section in here is also Velcro. And so I get these bags also from MaxTax. MaxTax.com. As you know, I'll put it across the top of the screen, MaxTax.com. And then immediately following that will be Combatant 10, which is your code to go online and order from MaxTax. Put that code in at checkout and receive a little help. So I've got this lucid pouch. I have my brass in here along with the load data. I like this little mesh pouch because I can do up my dope cards, which will be 3x5 index cards, just like Ryan says. No need for a big fancy dope book. I have them. I'm not going to use them. I'm going more off the book to get this done. So this is where I'll put my dope cards or my data on previous engagements. Bigger mitts pouch. This is where I can put my ammo. This is where I have my ammo with my load data as well. So that's the outside. Now the inside is a 52-inch double compartment. You've got your adjustable straps in here. You can put more mitts attachments. But this case affords something that a lot of others don't. The main compartment divider is also a padded shooting mat, which is what I'll be using since I don't have the fancy shooting mat that Ryan uses in his videos. This is all based on the theme: can an average guy who's never shot past 620 yards, utilizing Ryan Kleckner's knowledge dump and knowledge sharing, armed with 308 specific hand loads and 175 Sierra Match King, go out and shoot a good 100-yard zero, effectively set that zero, and then figure up MOA adjustments or minute adjustments all the way out to 1,000 and put rounds on steel. That's what we're going for. The next portion of this journey will be after this rifle is decoppered and defouled, put back together, cleaned, oiled, and ready to go to the range with those hand loads to not only shoot that zero at 25, just make sure we're on paper, and then bump out to 100, and then get a good consistent zero there, but also giving us a chance to see the performance of our ammo and do some chronograph work. So until next time, everybody stay safe. Hopefully you're enjoying this. Maybe you want to take this challenge along with me. You can also go to YouTube and you can watch a lot of Ryan's videos covering a lot of what's in his book, not only on paper, but on film with Ryan himself. Everything from scope mounting to minute of angle, mil radian, the whole 9 yards on YouTube. And you can find him at the NSSF, National Shooting Sports Foundation, put out a whole series of videos with Ryan, as well as John Lovell and the Warrior Poet Society. My aim is hopefully to motivate somebody else to want to take this challenge or expand how you shoot and maybe get better so that we can all get better. With that being said, stay tuned for part 3. We're going to go put some lead down range. Stay safe.